What is going on, you guys? It's YODA coming back at you for another map recap. This is the last match that was uploaded to the channel, and we're going to go through with an emphasis on the map and recap what I was thinking, what I was doing, why I did what I did, and why I should have done things differently in some cases, because I do use this as a learning tool as well. Kind of a forced evaluation, if you will, of my choices, my decisions, and whether I've made good plays, bad plays. It's just good to go over your gameplay. So without further ado, we're going to jump into it. So we are, let's see, dropping in now. All right, here we go. And then right from the rip, taking Voden up mid. And I do believe I like on Sirens Strand, I like to go up mid and kind of just get a feel at mid, get a feel for what's going on. I am rotating to C now. Now, ideally, I do know that F and E have some time before they're completely charged up. Therefore, I do have some time to spare, so I'm kind of going back around. I'm going to pop in, I believe I'm going to pop into E now and try and get the steal on E. And I get confused there about how to get to E, but yeah, I think I'm going for the steal. We have both E and F charged up. We have a teammate helping me here, which is good. We did get E, so that's great. It is 30 to 10, or 40 to 10 currently. Looks like F was taken as well. I'm marching past D. On Siren Strand, I like to be heavy on D lane. I don't know what it is, but I have this weird inclination to just be heavy on D lane. It seems like that D is so regularly contested that it's just it's almost required just to be heavy on D lane, because you don't want to let the enemy team take D, because it is so contested. And a cool thing too is D can function as a decoy, if you will, because it is so contested. If people are on D lane and they are focused on D lane, you oftentimes can sweep in for an E, C, or F. You know, less likely F, but really you could sweep in for an E and C steal, and you'll be good because everybody is more or less mostly focused on D. As you can see, D kind of goes through this like starting to be stolen, you know, getting knocked off, starting to be stolen. Looks like we did get D there. We got a rampage. So now rotating back to our Guardian, obviously. Or rotating to their Guardian. And we'll see what we can do for damage here. I am going up C lane, right lane. And it looks like their bloomer's down. I didn't even catch that. At some point we got their bloomer down. So their bloomer is regenerating right now. I get a shot off on their Guardian, it looked like. Yeah, trying to get that angle. So with Voden on the Guardian, keeping that distance and just taking pop shots is the best way to attack the Guardian. Now I'm getting chased down here, I think I popped my decoy here. Yeah, I do. That decoy comes in handy so often. I think the decoy actually comes in handy like crazy good in this game. So now I'm rotating back to D lane, heading back to our bloomer, getting healed up, and I believe I'm going to go for a C steal here, an E steal here. Bloomer's under attack. We were able to get control back on Bloomer, as H Bloomer. Yep, and I'm going for a E steal here. Looks like we got it. Had a little bit of help there. Rotating back around to C lane, and I have this tendency, I don't know what it is, but I have this tendency sometimes to kind of just wait for power orb sites to charge up, and I think that's a bad move. I don't think you should do that, because really I think the name of the game in Gigantic is to stay active. Right? Because they're going to come and contest it 90% of the time. They're going to come and contest it. And so hovering on the hovering on the site doesn't really do you a lot of good. I went for an attempted steal there, got knocked off, and they just keep coming back and contesting it. So I decide to rotate out. I'm not going to mess around. Get that health. Then I come back. It looks like they ended up getting C in the end. Taking out a little bit of aggression there. It's interesting. It's interesting how the rotations really matter, and it's very important to try and stay as active as you possibly can. A lot of these MOBA style games, you don't necessarily want to be bobbing and weaving in and out of different lanes. You're more or less assigned a lane and you have to stay there. But this game is so different. It's so dynamic, and it looks like E is charged, or E is almost charged. I think I'm gonna go for another E steal. I didn't have to. We got a rampage. So now I'm rotating back up mid, or back to C. Rather, sorry. And I'm trying to take shots here. I don't realize I'm out of range. This happened to me a couple of times this game, actually, where I'm trying to pop shots on the rampage, and I'm out of range. I get all set up nice and clean, and I can't do it. Yeah, see, look, there you go. Oops, out of range, buddy. Got to get closer. I think that's a cool mechanic that they added. I think it's important. I don't even realize I'm next to their bloomer right now. Yo, get off their bloomer, dude. I really need to focus on my map awareness more in this game. I think it's super important. It's super easy to lose track when you have hyper focus on something. And again, I'm just letting this rampage just completely go to waste. Like I got a couple of shots, did some damage, but at the same time, like I could have positioned myself better to, and I actually take a death there. Could have positioned myself better to do more damage. I just need to work on the map awareness a little bit. So coming in for the respawn, dropping down center mid now, and I think I'm gonna initially go for E. Yeah, E's charged. E is contested though right now. It's been interesting. Actually, it's uncontested. It's been interesting that a lot of this game, E has not been contested much at all. That's generally how it goes. If you're a good player, you'll rotate to their, their either F or E, their closest site to the Guardian, and try and prevent them from snagging that. But it is one of the more common things for the closer sites to the Guardian on either side to be uncontested for the most part. I'm doing damage on the bloomer now. Again, just trying to get that distraction going. And I'm getting kind of shredded here, so yeah, I decide to rotate back up mid, and now I'm gonna go. I believe I'm gonna go for C now. If I don't go for C, I should go for C. Yeah, because C is wide open, ready to steal. It is completely uncontested, and as soon as they see me start to pop that, they come on in. Pop my decoy. He's chasing my decoy down. Doesn't even know. I'm waiting for my teammates to show up because, Voden doesn't do a whole lot of. Voden doesn't hang well with the tankies. The tankies are Voden's arch nemesis. Looks like I'm gonna get C solo all by myself now. Once he got out of there, it was pretty uncontested. Rotating now to C lane. I think I come up and pop shots at their bloomer, I believe. Or no, we got rampage. I'm coming up C because they got rampage. I'm trying to position myself again. I do think I positioned myself better this time. I think my first couple of shots are out of range, but yeah, there you go. See, out of range. And I am doing damage. I do end up doing a lot of damage on their Guardian this time, and I think this might be. This is close to the end. Yeah. We're doing a lot. Look at all that damage, man. So the Guardian recovered. Now I'm going to rotate back up C lane to our Guardian, I believe. And sites are pretty empty right now. Not a lot going on. There's nothing charged. I'm just kind of waiting again at E. Again, this is something I need to get better at. Like you can leave and come back. You don't need to sit and wait for it to charge up. Like you're not doing your team any good. You're not making any progress by waiting around a site for it to charge. It got so bad there. I was wasting time. Now I did come in. They came in and contested it, so my presence there was a little bit more necessary. But I had to pop my decoy. Now I'm capturing E. My teammate's doing a very good job of pushing the opponents out of there. I'm going to rotate back up to D, and this is what I mean. Like, so what's about to play out here is generally how D goes, where it gets pretty contested. I believe this is the same game. I don't know for sure, chat. I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see if this is the right game. But I do think that it gets pretty contested. My teammate was taking D. Yeah, we get rushed up. We get rushed here. I believe it's Decker that comes up. And I have to 1v1 Decker here in a second. One of my best decoy plays that I've ever had is coming up here in a second, which I'm actually pretty proud of. So again, D is contested. What I'm doing here is exactly what I'm talking about. I'm hanging back. They get a rampage. They get their first rampage of the game. So now we have to go for the, get distracted here. Going back to the bloomer, getting healed up. I got time. But what I was saying was I was hanging back from D, letting it charge. I wasn't up on it, not taking any unnecessary damage. So that's what I need to get better at, is not just sitting on the site. And here it looks like we're doing a really good job of clearing out the opponents, the enemy team, of their rampage. It looks like we're doing a pretty good job here. Popping shots. I think I get a couple of kills here. Yeah, once I find with Voden, sometimes I'm just super off on my aim, and other times I'm like spot on. This is one of those games that I feel like I was pretty good with my aim. So going back to contest D again, and that decoy play that I was talking about is coming up here shortly. Looks like I'm gonna try and grab E again. Try and grab E again before D charges. Shouldn't really be doing this. Again, I'm hovering, and it's like clockwork. 90% of the time, they come in. Now in this situation, I had enough time to steal it before I was contested, which it can work out okay for you if you're on site and you're waiting for it to charge up, but I would say most of the time it doesn't work that well for you. So there's no sense lingering. So this is where the play happens here. This is where the play happens. I don't think a lot of people know that Voden has the decoy. I don't know if that's like... What's interesting about this play is it's almost like they didn't even suspect this guy right here, the guy I'm about to go up against. He doesn't even suspect that I'm a decoy. Like, he probably thinks, here we go. So he chases me up. He rushes me on D. Okay, I pop my decoy. There he is. He's going after the decoy. Now watch this. Instantly with the poison. Poison him. Chase him off site. Okay, now I get D. And he's trying as hard as he's shooting rockets at me, doing everything he possibly can. He just has to watch me capture it right in front of him. And that was for 80. Almost up to a rampage. One of our teams also captured, I believe it was F or C for a full rampage. And this is where we mop up right here. This is where we mop up. Now here, I don't believe that I even try and do damage on their Guardian. I think I pretty much know it's over, or maybe I'm trying to get within range. Yeah, I'm basically just targeting other players, but we're doing damage. Yeah, we're good, and we pull a victory. So all in all, I think it's a pretty good match. Like I said, I got to work on my rotations. I got to work on not being, not hovering on site. But anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell so you get notified every time I upload, every time I go live. Thank you.